Major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a chief content officer, I'm going to drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already as the top star of another promotion. That's right, I think you know who I'm talking about. They could be the next AJ Styles, the next Jade Cargill, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
The CCO just alluded to the fact that we might have a rival promotion star going #1 overall.
Oh, I can't wait for draft night.
Hello there. So nice to finally meet you. I'm Troy Simpkin, seasoned and esteemed WWE producer.
Hey, Troy. Nice to meet you, too.
We are so excited for your arrival in WWE. And by the way, I've heard how things are handled where you're coming from, and this is going to be a breath of fresh air. Nothing but professionalism on this side of the fence.
Don't believe everything you read online, but that's good to know. So, what's the plan?
We want your impending debut at the draft to stay top secret. So to keep all the internet sleuths guessing, management thought it would be a good idea for you to compete for another promotion one last time. So, where do you want to go?
I wouldn't mind one more match over in Japan at PWJ. Can you make that happen?
Sure thing. Just don't get injured. And a win would be nice. We'd look like idiots if our big free agent lost before their debut.
Got it. I'll take care of business.
Oh, one more thing. Make sure you look good on draft night.
What are you getting at?
It's just that in the past, WWE superstars had to wear whatever we told them to for their non-ring attire. And as much as I miss those days, that's no longer how it works around here. It's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever you want.
So I can dress how I want to dress? I assumed that was the case, but thanks for confirming.
All right, we better wrap this up before any looky-loos start pulling out their phones. Safe travels, and we'll see you soon.
Hey! It's been a bit. How have you been?
Busy. Good to see you again, Jade. You've been on one hell of a run in WWE. Not that I'm surprised. When we worked together, I always knew you were destined for big things.
I appreciate that. And from what I'm hearing, you might be following in my footsteps.
Maybe. You never know where I'll show up next.
Really? Because I just saw you talking to a WWE producer. But if you don't want to say, I respect that.
Thanks, Jade. See you soon. Maybe.
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
And it just got even bigger. It's the hottest free agent in wrestling.
Will they be the #1 pick?
Thanks for taking the time to answer a couple questions before the draft. I know you just got here and must be getting pulled in 100 different directions, so I'll try to make this quick.
No problem. And it's Kathy, right? Good to meet you.
You too. Well, you've competed all over the world and most recently were a star for a rival company. What personality traits led to your success?
I'll go with what I use on my dating app. I don't like to take things too seriously. I like a good reality TV show, scrolling endlessly through silly pet videos on my phone, and when I'm not busy with that, I enjoy bashing people's heads in. So, I guess you could say I'm a bit more comedic and fun.
Honestly, I was not expecting that. What can you say about the rumors that are swirling around tonight?
They're all true. Akam and Razar and I are starting a boy band.
I meant the rumors about you going #1 overall in the draft.
Oh, right. Well, it would mean a lot, but it's just an opportunity. You still need to win matches and championships, or none of this draft stuff matters.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
You feeling okay? I know it's tough. New surroundings, big expectations, especially with everything lined up tonight.
What's tonight?
The draft?
Oh, I was mainly here to work on some choreography with Akam and Razar. But I guess I could squeeze in some time for the draft.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
I'll talk about ruin in a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Is this how things are handled over here in WWE? Maybe I would have been better off staying where I was.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good hands with us.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
Pay no attention to the crazed masked attacker. Understood.
I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
Hey, you all right? I'm okay. I know we didn't cross paths too much at our former workplace, but it's good to see a friendly face here. Anyway, it's wrestling. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy, but I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
Do you believe in miracles?
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 260 pounds, Adrian Buck!
This is the best talent the GM could afford? Ugh, I shudder to think of what they spend on catering.
Well, actually, the GM asked me to bring in my favorite vegan recipes.
Oh, great. And the GM's going to pay for that slop?
Wait, I was supposed to get paid? Not the other way around?
After rumors in an eventful draft, this man is ready to make his WWE debut.
And his opponent, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 210 pounds, Chris Danger!
This guy is no stranger to the squared circle, but there is something special about stepping into a WWE ring for the first time.
Definitely, Saxton. The attack at the draft was certainly a disappointing welcome, but this match should give this superstar the debut he deserves.
The wait is finally over. WWE's newest superstar has finally arrived. I'm sure that our newest superstar and #1 draft pick is thrilled to get into the ring and put the events of last week's draft behind him.
If a fraction of the hype is real, the attack at the draft will soon be nothing but a speed bump in what will likely be a long and fruitful WWE career.
A career that should start with flattening Adrian Buck, who drew the short straw to end up as sacrificial roadkill.
You saw that one coming.
Oh, and it's reversed.
We're locked in reversals here. Neither competitor intimidated.
Oh. Kick right to the midsection. Roundhouse kick. Return fire on Adrian. Crucial moment. Bang! What a knee. Placed him in the corner here. Ouch. And Buck took a battering there.
There's still nothing he can't come back from.
Oh, the knees! Did you hear that? This capacity crowd is sending him love, and he's sending it right back.
Jumping knee drop. So precise.
Counters to gain the advantage.
Oh!
Wards that off. What a response. An uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth. Letting him get to a standing base, moments away from having him exactly where he wants. He's looking lost out there. Looking like an easy target.
Super kick!
He's going for the pin.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good, I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there.
What are we gonna do with him? We're going to get some answers. And we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
Normally I'd have a clever one-liner response. We'd maybe go back and forth a bit. It'd be a hoot. But it looks like I've got to be both good cop and bad cop. And bad cop says, start talking.
The new era has arrived.
Is this about the draft? Because Triple H said it was the start of a new era?
It's been right in front of you. But you can't ignore it anymore.
What's been right in front of me?
Lardon.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Well, looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so, too. I don't think D'Angelo would do this on his own. Whether it's his family or someone else behind the scenes, there's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
It's Raw's #1 draft pick hoping to shut down their attacker.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 210 pounds, Chris Danger.
There is an extra degree of intensity from this superstar tonight. It looks like he's determined to put an end to Tony D'Angelo's attacks once and for all.
I'm sure he is, Saxon. This is a true grudge match. D'Angelo messed with the wrong guy here. It is time for the Don to make that money.
And his opponent, representing the family, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 240 pounds, Tony D'Angelo.
A man who has amassed power in NXT and has continually grown his family.
Tony's faced hardship, attacks, even incarceration during his time in NXT, but he has continued to thrive.
A dangerous man inside the ring, and from what I've heard, pretty dangerous outside of it, too.
You cannot deny the explosiveness of Tony D'Angelo. We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights.
Looking to catch him off guard. And the shoulder gets up in time.
Almost got it done so soon. Stop after stop after stop. Each of those boots seem to get heavier with each blow.
Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
He's able to reverse it.
Oh, goodness, what a moonsault.
Ooh. Quickly slips behind.
What a German suplex.
Trying to find his feet. This does not look good for him.
Super kick!
Good night. Sent to the corner.
Oh, elbow caught him right on the bridge of the nose. And it looks like he might have just caught Tony D napping.
Nothing new for him here. He's faced worse.
Uses the edge of the knee. D'Angelo looking powerless to every attack.
Tony might be feeling a bit rattled. Oh, no. Has him lined up for the kill shot. Lift off.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Blocked the effort and cut them off with a shot to the gut.
Looks like they're looking for it.
No! Forearm to the base of the skull.
Setting it up.
Oh, this is going to be nasty. Oh, and fights back.
D'Angelo finally finding an answer to that onslaught.
Tony showing it's not a time for lying down. It's time for fighting back.
And it's really hard to watch him just be pummeled like this.
Yeah, he's definitely doing some backpedaling. Really feeding off all of his faithful fans.
D'Angelo one step ahead.
And he is finally able to mount some resistance with that.
This could be the moment he was waiting for. Disrupts the attack with an elbow straight to the mouth.
Wow, launch belly. And Tony didn't see that coming. Being carried around now.
Driven down face first.
Stepped aside, avoiding damage.
Pulled in for
belly to belly.
And right into the pin.
Uh-oh.
And he easily stops the ref's count.
Easy kick out there, but they'll get harder soon.
And here we go.
Locked in. It's locked in.
Just slipped underneath. And just like that, he's out of the hold.
Wrench in the arm. Oh, clothesline.
Boom. Boot.
Nice.
From the middle rope.
Oh, man, he landed rough there.
Only running on instinct to keep fighting. Completely lost otherwise. No!
Barrel roll tope.
Went straight to the outside and landed right on the target.
A textbook example of high risk, high reward right there.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
It looks like he's stalking his prey. Only one thing in mind.
So precise with the super kick. He's got him down to the pin.
Kicking out in time.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there.
German suplex.
Tony is completely out of sorts here. Tony's in the grasp.
Eat defeat. D'Angelo down, and he might be out.
If this lands, it's over.
Phoenix splash. And cover now for the match. 2. Oh, and he kicked out at 2.
This match is getting pushed beyond the normal limits.
Oh.
Clothesline. Ouch. Now Tony is getting beaten down.
Tony might be feeling a bit rattled.
Holy time offense there.
Big forearm. Takes their breath out. Effective counter.
Getting him right into the corner. There's the line to the back of the neck.
Here it comes. Lights out if this connects.
Oh, he saw it coming.
Now he's looking for some momentum.
Tony showing he's trying again. Eat defeat. That could be curtains for Tony.
Going for the cover. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO bonus? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from a rival promotion.
Okay. But how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to train together for years. You spend that much time with someone, putting your health and safety in their hands, you know you can trust them.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way to Japan to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Who else could I trust more than my old training partner?
We were always trying to outdo each other back in the day. Might be nice to team up together for once.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
I've been ready for a change, and WWE could be the breath of fresh air I need. I'm in.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
Okay, and try to win. Because if you lose, I might have second thoughts about this. And then my next best option is this guy named Troy Simpkin, and at that point I might as well just let NXT take over.
Haven't changed a bit. So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this, wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best. Which, in my case, is being... bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay. We go to NXT and do the same thing, but worse.
You scare me sometimes, but I like it.
You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down? We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simkin, former WWE producer. Now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not gonna leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah. We're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we can use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny, you one-upped us. Well played moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and she had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
All right, that's enough. So, NXT Mutiny. If you want Troy back, show up to Raw and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up.
Here she is, making her WWE debut with what seems to be a 50% willing entourage.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from London, England, Jane E. Hayes Earl.
Most would want all eyes on them for their WWE debut, but she seems fine sharing the spotlight.
She's not sharing the spotlight, Saxton. That's a watchtower searchlight. She and her partner are letting former WWE producer Troy Simkin know that there's no escape from captivity.
A bold debut so far. Let's see how she fares in the ring.
Zelina might be little, but she is fierce.
And her opponent, representing the LWO from Queens, New York, Zelina Vega.
Zelina has seen a tremendous amount of success lately. She won the Queen's Crown and reformed the LWO.
Zelina's not showing any signs of slowing down.
Zelina was no stranger to success before, but now she seems destined for the top. I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take-no-prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending more rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Saxton. Now, former WWE producer Troy Simpkin may not be well-liked, but he's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward.
Bomber!
It pulls off the reversal.
Down the round into the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
Beautiful. Might sneak one. And she kicks out.
Still too fresh to stay down.
All tied up now.
Dragging their legs, putting their opponent into a tight corner.
Big right hand.
Knife-edge chop echoing through the arena. Face buster. And Zelina can't stop any offense coming her way.
Zelina needs to pull a trick from her sleeve. In the corner now. She doesn't want to stay there.
Exploder! And Vega gets contested there.
Nothing she hasn't faced before. She should be fine.
From behind.
German suplex.
9.
She wants to seize the moment now, waiting on her opponent.
German suplex. Oh, this is just flat-out punishment.
Ducks under the clothesline. That, my friends, is tranquilo.
Narrowly escaping there.
Back and forth, trading reversals.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. And now gets tossed into the ring.
She's firing up, getting the crowd behind her. DDT. Boom.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And here we go. Oh, look at this. Armbar slipped underneath and able to counter.
And the ref clearing the area of that dangerous weapon.
Fighting back with everything she has. Man. Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
She's starting to wear down here.
Yeah, but at this point, it's still anyone's game.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
This could result in a tap out. Wait, look at this. And a great counter to the submission. Return fire from Zelina. Legs caught.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
Running Hurricane Rana.
Fantastic. Agility like that, easier said than done, gentlemen.
Ooh. And she anticipated what was coming.
Bam! She flipped that attack around.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
Counter. Saw it coming.
Oh, missed connection. High angle German.
Zelina being sized up. Setting it up. Is that enough to take out Zelina Vega?
The cover. And a win here tonight. That'll change her career.
Here is your winner, Jane Hayes.
What a debut. She not only showed off the fearless, relentless approach we'd heard about, but also secured a huge win in her first match here at WWE.
And right in front of NXT's own Troy Simpkin. You have to wonder what Mutiny's next move will be to recover their abducted producer.